Hello, it's dumplet here. Here's an item on algebra. Evaluate the given expression as you can see on the screen. As usual, pause this video if you'd like to give this item a try, but if you're done, let us dive into the solution. Now, we've talked about some nested radicals in dumplet so far, but this is a very different type of nested radical because there's nothing like within this infinite nested radical that we can replace it by another variable or something. And in fact, we're taking the square root, the cube root, the fourth root, the fifth root, so the number, the nth root, and so on and so forth, and so something like that. So we have to use an alternative approach, and we're going to discuss one topic and a very well-known fact to help us deal with this item. Now, first let's try to make some analysis. I've underlined these 4 pies with different colors just to better see what I'm going to show you. Now, consider the first one, this blue pie. Now, let me write it as an exponent, like pi raised to something. Now, since that blue pie is inside this square root symbol, in effect, that blue pie, it's going to be representing pi raised to 1/2. Then we can try to analyze it for the rest of the pies. For the green pie, it's inside of this cube root, which is inside of this square root. So the square root of a cube root, that's technically the 6th root. So that's going to be pi raised to 1/6. Now for this red pie, it's inside of this 4th root, inside of this cube root, inside of this square root. So the square root of the cube root, which is a 6th root, so the 6th root of a 4th root. So in effect, that red pie, it's just the 24th root, so pi raised to 1/24. And then for the yellow, you can do the same. It's going to be the 5th root of the 4th root of the cube root of the square root. So 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. I guess you can see the pattern here already. It's going to represent pi raised to 1/120. So the yellow pie, we can represent it as the 120th root of pi. Now we know this pattern is going to go on, and we can immediately see familiar numbers because, well, I can rewrite these terms as pi raised to 1/2 factorial. I guess it's pretty obvious because we're multiplying 2 times 3, 2 times 3 times 4, and then we have 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 for the yellow, for the 4 pies respectively. So I guess it's pretty obvious that we have another representation to be this. And this is going to be actually useful because after we have these 4, so I can write it as pi raised to 1/2 factorial times pi raised to 1/3 factorial, and so on. Take note, this pattern will continue. Since we have the same base of pi, I can simply take the exponents and add them. So it's going to be pi raised to 1/2 factorial plus 1/3 factorial, and so on. Now, it's very nice because this part, we can actually have a well-known identity or a well-known summation for the value of the Euler's constant, E. Now, this is thanks to the Taylor series expansion of e raised to x, but it's okay, you don't really have to memorize that. So, but do remember this, it's quite well known, and it might come up in some of the competitions that you might join. Now, what's nice about this is that, well, 1/0 factorial and 1/1 factorial, they're both 1s. So it's technically, I can write e minus 2, and that will be equal to, well, this part. Now, it's very nice because this part is 1/2 factorial plus 1/3 factorial, and so on. And what's nice about this is that it's literally this part. So it's the exponent of the pi that we have here. So to simplify our answer, it's simply pi raised to e minus 2. And this will be our final answer. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.